Welcome to Caching Waves. This is your Elliott Wave update for Bitcoin. I'm starting on a 1 hour chart from our previous high. And this is my primary count. This stays intact as long as we don't break below this low here at 38,555. So if we break below this low, this count is no longer valid. Just want to make that clear. So from our high, I have this as a WXY, very complex correction. Very difficult to trade. This threw me off as well as pretty much everybody else that I know. But I have this labeled as a triangle for a B wave and our C wave to the downside. Very ugly triangle, but it is there. It just goes against most guidelines. Off that low, we have a 5-wave move to the upside, looking for our B wave to start from here, and after the fact, looking for a C wave to the upside. Now, one thing I want to give a little bit of warning. This is a larger B wave, and when we start with 3 waves as our A, it's very, very difficult to project what's happening in a B wave. There are a lot of different patterns that can play out here, and it's more for more advanced traders and literally just scalping in these areas. That being said, as long as this count is correct and this is a 5-wave move, we would expect another 5-wave move to the upside, whether this is in a more bullish count, a 1-2, or an AB looking for a C. So it is a good trade setup based on the current count if this is correct. In the very bullish count I haven't really given much validity to it, and I still won't until it proves me otherwise, is this is actually a low, and we have a 1-2 to the upside, which should go pretty high. But this is just a micro update, so I'll go over that another time. But as of right now, let's zoom in to this 5-wave move. It's quite a difficult count. I have this as a triangle, wave 2, flat wave 4, and I have our 5th either complete or it needs a little bit more to the upside. We are currently between the 50 and the 618 of the entire move to the downside, so expecting a pivot soon. So the only way I would change this is if we start making some sort of diagonal here, and this would have to be recounted. Have this as a zigzag for our wave 1 and 2 of our 5th. We had a flat for our 4th, and you can see we have 5-wave moves after that. So unless this changes into some sort of diagonal, a top should be in. It just looks like we potentially started with a flat pattern as an A or a W, could get an X, Y, and we just come down very correctively and choppy. Now for timeline, if a top is in, looking between the 618 and the 1-to-1 in time of this move, which would take us out a couple days, maybe Friday. Hard to tell at the moment. We need to see a little more downside to confirm this as a top. Now how that would change is this would just be recounted as complex corrections, and we would probably get, like I said, an ending diagonal up to this area, and this would just change up a little bit, and then we would come down. But expecting a correction anywhere in this area, need a little more price action to lean into what the count is actually. But this also trended nicely in our pitchfork. It's respecting that, so everything looks good. As of right now, these would be my entries long. I want to see this area of consolidation hold right at the 4th wave. We have a lot of consolidation in this area, so this would be the area of interest for me. It's right around the 382 at 41,709. And if we break below this low, it brings in more probability, especially below the 618, that this was an A wave looking for a B wave. Could be more complex as a flat, and we drop to the downside. But as of right now, this is my primary count, looking for a long, but keeping that in mind that we could turn bearish here. All right, guys, that's it for Bitcoin. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want the updates on the regular, and I'll catch you on the next one.